All right, today let's take a look at this topic, which is how to mentor junior developers. So we're talking about mentoring, we're talking about potentially onboarding a new engineer, but particularly this is addressing what do you do when you're tasked with guiding or coaching or improving a newer or a more junior developer. Let's take a look. So we've got 5 guidelines on our website. The first is to understand their starting point. So even if you're a junior engineer, you've never worked in the industry before, typically most engineers will have different starting points. They may have done specific courses, they may have done internships, they may have some experience. So the first thing that will be helpful for mentoring someone is to understand their starting point. So take some time, try and work out, are there strengths in, at the database layer, at the backend layer, at the front end, whatever you're looking at. Try and seek to understand, because it shouldn't be a very standardized mentoring or onboarding session. It should be tailored to whoever you're helping. Second, think about your objectives. So I like to emphasize that mentoring or understanding or onboarding a new engineer is not about something that's time-based, or that's not about task-based. So it's not about, I will mentor you for 2 months. It's not about task-based. You're not a mentor if you check A, B, and C. The way I like to approach it is that it's results-based. So I would consider my time with you as a mentor successful if at the end of that time you're able to do A, B, and C, whatever that might be, whatever your goals may be related to that. So I'd encourage you, as well as your mentee, to think about your objectives out of this time that you have together. What do you want to get out of it? And some common objectives for a junior engineer might be like they want to deepen their understanding of a particular framework. They might want to have the ability to design features independently, or maybe even like non-technical skills, such as the ability to collaborate more effectively with product managers. Whatever the case may be, think about that and try and work out the path on how to get there. The third piece of advice is to invest upfront in what you're going to do in your sessions. So understand that when you're tasked with supporting another engineer, mentoring, coaching another engineer, there is a cost in terms of your time. But this is an investment that will definitely pay off in the future, particularly as whoever you're helping, they level up, and then they can help you in your work in further projects down the line as well. So in my experience, most mentees have benefited the most when the mentor spends some preparation time on what is shared with them and when. So this might be as simple as selecting tasks which are suitably challenging for them without being too easy and too difficult. It might be, putting together materials for them to read or discuss, things like that. Things like that will definitely help. And number 4, I'm going to say tailor your approach. Everybody's different. Everyone has different starting points, the first point that we talked about. And so people learn differently as well. So some common ways in which people learn will be like either 1, self-based study, 2, maybe they want discussion, a back and forth with you. Maybe some people like pair programming, where either one of you drives writing the code itself. And 4th, it might be surprising, but you should encourage whoever you're mentoring to also commit to teaching someone else. So sometimes if you ask your mentee to present what they know about a subject sometime from now, the act of actually putting together the presentation forces them to understand and crystallize their understanding. I found that to be a very useful technique. And the last guideline for mentoring is you should be progressively increasing your difficulty. So you start off at something that's relatively easy, something that they can handle. And as you can see, the capabilities improve, then you should be increasing that and maybe stepping back a bit, providing a little bit less guidance, trying to ask them, what would you do in this situation? What do you think the next step should be? And progressively, you'll see that they'll attain the level that they're hoping to achieve. So that's it. The full details are on our website, sweetpro.co. But these are our 5 guidelines for how to mentor junior developers. 1, understand their starting point. 2, think about your objectives. 3, invest upfront. 4, tailor your approach. And number 5, increasing your difficulty. Good luck.